with. And when Cliff wrestled with it, it was just ugly to watch. Eventually, with Alex kind of pushing him, he did finally say that if God is God, he has the authority to take the life that he chooses, and he would essentially let the slaughter happen. But at the beginning, he said that he would fight, so he actually flipped in his answer. And the problem, of course, is that this justifies any kind of violence if you believe that God is on your side. So Alex pushes back and says, what if we apply this to modern times? And what if ISIS says that they know that their God commanded to destroy whatever? Should we accept that? And then again, like, he just really struggled with this question. And usually what happens with apologists is they'll get backed into one of two corners. Either they'll end up defending genocide, which is just icky to even do, but they'll do that in order to preserve biblical inerrancy, or they will admit that sometimes we do things in the name of God and we were wrong, or we misinterpreted what God was wanting us to do. And if you play that move, then you kind of weaken the idea of divine perfection or biblical authority, because then how do we know when someone was really talking to God in the Bible and someone wasn't? And then you just kind of lose it as the moral authority that you want it to be. And in this
Again, for that we had to ask the questions, had to debate, have to figure out where they're coming from with this. What's the origin of this? Approach this from a theological point of view, not an antagonistic one. That is why it's so important in all aspects of combat to have an element of diplomacy and debate, not just draw your swords and go for it. As the Doctor once said in one of his brilliant Doctor Who shows, sooner or later, people have to do what they should have done from the start, which is sit down and talk.